Yeah. Mama need 3 stacks for the roof. I'm trying to make shit happen.
I'm Trish, and we're here with Miles Chancellor, an underground artist from Philadelphia. So Miles,
What's up?
tell us a little bit about yourself.
From Philly.
Okay.
My name Miles.
Mhm.
I rap. I rap pretty well. I make good songs.
Mhm.
You know.
So what made you start rapping?
I just was like hearing like a whole bunch of like trash like when I was like a kid,
Mhm.
and like I've been rapping since I was like 10. So like I heard like I remember like I think the first beat I rapped on was like Hypnotized by Plies. I
Mhm.
think. And like I wrote like a whole song to it. I'm not saying Plies trash. I fuck with Plies. Cool. Can we say fuck?
Go ahead.
Alright, but yeah, you know, I just like developed a love for words and like,
Mhm.
you know, making people think and like good melodies.
Mhm.
And oh, and I heard Graduation of Kanye for like the first time when I was like 10 or something. And then
Mhm.
like the feeling that I got from that, I was like, oh, I want to make people feel like this. Like,
Right.
I want to make music that like makes you feel something, and it's not just about like, you know, thinking about stuff, because that's like nobody want to listen to that.
Right. You gotta be like catchy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it gotta make you like, you know, I want to put some passion into it, and like, so you could just feel, you know what I mean?
Mhm. So is Kanye one of your like musical influences,
For sure.
or do you have like a list of other people that influence you as far as music?
It's a long list, but because I'm really influenced by everything,
Mhm.
but Kanye is definitely at the top of that list for me, for sure.
So what category do you think you fall in? Because you know we have like this big era of trap music and stuff like that. Like I feel like trap music is really something that a lot of people cling on to as rappers. Like it's the easy route. Do you think would you fall in that category, or do you think you fall into a different category?
Trap, I don't really like that word trap, because like I don't trap, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I like that type of music, like when
Right.
I'm in that mood. But I just like I like stuff that's like that catches you. I don't know. It's hard to explain. Like I like soulful music. Like I like neo soul. I like R&B. I like even some rock. You know what I mean?
So you would say that you're like a mixed in artist.
Yeah, yeah. I'm like a melting pot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot how like a lot of stuff is now, because you got the internet.
Right.
Like people can go online and be really influenced by anything they want to be influenced by now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we heard that you went out to South by Southwest.
Oh man, did I?
So how was the experience?
It was great. I performed out there on it was the first official Philly stage that South by Southwest ever seen. So like I was glad to be a part of that. Freeway performed, you know, Uzi performed,
Yeah.
Chill Moody performed, you know what I mean? So like it was just a great experience being a part of that, because I felt like that was like historic. I met a lot of cool people out there, you know what I'm saying, and did a little bit of networking. And I'm trying to go back next year.
Okay. So do you think, because a lot of people were asking, what benefits do they bring to the table as far as like their whole event? What do you think that they bring to the table? Like, what did they offer you from that event, from you going out there? Like, was it like the networking, or?
It was just like, it was the networking, and it was also like, you know, I've never been to Texas before.
Right.
So
it was
like,
an experience.
Yeah, it was an experience. You know, I went with my friends and, you know, my team and people that I care about. And it was like the vibe too. Like I wrote some crazy stuff while I was out there, just off of feeling it, and like just knowing you could like walk down the street and like run into anybody. You know what I mean? It was just like inspiring.
So what cool people did you see down there?
I met Chase and Cash.
I
met Mike Zombie. I almost met Mike Will Made It, but like my homie told me, because what was happening was it was the day of the show, and like we was on a balcony level where the show was at, and like he didn't think to call nobody. Like he's like, yo, Mike Will Made It outside. You know what I'm saying? He just wait till he walk in, like, yo, Mike Will Made It was walking down the street. So like I tried to like make it to him, but I couldn't catch him, even though he was like apparently in like all red, so he couldn't miss him. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay, so tell us about your single that you have out right now.
Heaven.
Yes.
Heaven was like a song that it's produced by Ignorance. It's this dude from Brooklyn, and like he lives in Florida now, but you know, he sent me and my homie Taj the beat, Sincerely Taj the beat, and I just like I wrote it in like 15 minutes, you know, but it was like a build up of thoughts that I already had, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it just kind of like all came together right there. But it's like the song is about like integrity, you know what I mean, and just like you know, it's not necessarily like taking it for gospel, like, oh yeah, I'm always thinking about like, am I gonna make it to heaven? But it's like, you know, I live my life. We young, you know, we trying to experience stuff, gain wisdom and stuff. In the process of that, if I make too bad of a mistake, like, am I still a good enough person to possibly make it to heaven? Like, when it's time to decide like, who's gonna make it to heaven, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So that's what it was.
Okay. So do you have like, are you working on any projects as far as like a mixtape?
Yeah. I'm working on an album.
Okay.
I've been working on the album for like 2 years. And I've been like in a lot of different places, working with a lot of different people, and just trying to like gather my thoughts together in the right way. Because I want the album to be an experience for people. You know what I mean? I don't want it to be just like a collection of like bangers and like songs that you could just put on and forget about in 2 weeks when the next Future mixtape come out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Something like more creative, like actually a project put together instead of just like something at the time, like I just was freestyling.
Yeah, I want people to like live with it, you know what I mean? Like I want people to like listen to it all summer, hopefully. I should have it out by the summer.
Okay, so do you have a name for this project?
I do, but I don't really want to give it up because I'm finicky, you know what I mean? Like,
so it might change.
It might change, but I think I'm pretty sure about it.
You sure you don't want to give us any tea? Well, or at least give us a hint as to the aspect behind it.
Okay, it's about like remember how we was talking about earlier, like how like I feel like I'm a melting pot, like a lot of different things. It's just about like how I feel like in this generation, you know, we like we know kind of what we want to do a little bit earlier than I think our parents did, and like we're influenced by a whole lot of different things, and we're really like on some like, yo, if I can't do what I love, then like I'm not trying, you know what I'm saying, do nothing else. So it's like it's basically like a zeitgeist, I feel like, of our generation and the times that we live in, you know what I mean? Just like addressing different, not necessarily too much politics and stuff like that, but just like the stuff that everybody kind of experiences, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, so as a Philly artist, the big wave right now, I feel like, is the Uzi wave. Now, for you being an artist, how do you think, or what do you think you could do to break that chain as far as like getting the exposure on you? Because although you're here doing an interview with us, you want to have the exposure, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, do you have anything lined up for like, for people to know, like, I'm Miles Chancellor and I'm here, like?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I necessarily want to break the Uzi.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Because he's, you know what I'm saying, he's on fire. You know what I mean?
He's setting his own lane.
Yeah, I actually got the chance to chill with him a couple of times. Like, he's cool people.
Yeah.
But like, I just like, I'm just keep doing me. You know what I mean? And I feel like when you true to you, like when you make good music, people find it, and like it all come back around. And you know, I know you heard me talking with my man over here. We got some stuff planned. I'm gonna keep doing shows. I got a show in New York, April 15th, opening up for Fred the Godson. Okay. And I don't know, you ever heard of Fred the Godson?
Yeah, I mean, I heard of him, but I never like really like listened to him as much.
Oh, okay.
But since
you
said that, yeah, yes, I heard this song.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you would really be coming to see me if you went to the New York show.
Okay.
But I got another one April 19th for this series called Marijuana Marathon, What Scene is Throwing. And they threw Foxtel Fest last year and stuff like that. I'm actually like closely affiliated with them. Like I'm an artist that represents What Scene. And Marijuana Marathon is me, Theodore Grams, Champs, TJ Adams from the Bakery Boys, Maxie Raw, I think this other guy named Hoax Payne, I hope I said his name right. But yeah, that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be like my first performance in the city, and that's the type of stuff I got lined up all summer.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you have any other tea that you would like to spill for us? At least one something.
I'm gonna premiere my video the night of that performance on the 19th.
Which performance? The 19th? Okay. For Heaven? Okay.
Well, it's gonna be while I'm performing too.
Oh.
Yeah, it's gonna be like behind me, like on the projector screen. Hopefully, we trying to make that happen.
Okay.
We gotta see how the venue space is
how
going.
everything works out.
Yeah, but that's the plan for sure.
Okay.
But it's like the video's gonna be out around that time.
Okay.
So is that enough tea?
I guess that's enough tea for now.
Okay.
We'll catch you another time
That
to get
sounds
more
good.
tea.
That sounds
Okay.
good.
So that was our interview with Miles Chancellor. I hope you guys like it.
I just ain't never get trapped in a trap, but I respect hustle, get your blocks doing stacks. I respect facts and the passion for that. School wasn't me, I just mastered the craft. When I make it, it's cause I was